Baddies Africa episode 18, titled Baddies Give Back. So the episode starts off with all of the girls getting ready to go do the charity event. They're going to be giving back to some of the kids in Africa. I like that they're all wearing the traditional African clothing. You know, K Rican can't help it. She bent over and she started twerking. Fonda's going to say something. Do y'all got to shake your ass every second y'all get? I'm like, girl, I know you're not talking. You're on Instagram shaking your every second I see. Literally just before I made this video, I saw Fauna twerking on Instagram, literally shaking her. They show the other group. Rolly, Summer, and Dolly decided to rock their all-natural hair. I actually feel like that was very smart of them because you're going to go see these poor African kids. So what is the message that you're trying to send? You don't want to go there with full glam, all this fake hair and everything, and then they're going to think like, oh, that's how you be pretty? I want to be pretty like that. No, you want to send the right message. You want to send the message that like your natural hair is beautiful, especially with hair, because hair is such a like big thing. Like weave and fake hair is such a big thing in Africa, in a lot of African countries. So I respect the fact that they did that. I really do. And they look good in their natural hair. It might look weird to some of y'all because you're not used to seeing it. But if you see, like I'm used to seeing Africans rocking their natural hair all the time. So that doesn't look weird to me. I actually think it looks beautiful too. It's just a different type of look. I don't know about some of these outfits though. Like I feel like y'all could have dressed a little bit better to meet kids. But you know, it's okay. We cannot expect everything from baddies. You know, we just got to be thankful for halfway. So the scene cuts and we are in the slums of Kenya, like literally. And this is where we have Natalie Nunn show up. And actually, Tommy Lee and Amber Rose both join her. I wasn't sure how this was gonna go, to be honest. I was kind of nervous because I was like, these are also bougie women. Like, I'm not sure that they are down to get rough and dirty in the poor part of Africa or in the poor part of Kenya. Let me stop talking about Africa as if it's country. To my surprise, they were all pretty chill and pretty humble and nobody complained about anything. But yeah, this whole scene was just very wholesome, very cute, and I thought it was well done. I was a little bit nervous that the baddies wouldn't be able to act right, but they did, and they were very respectful. Okay, so the scene cuts and you have the pretty three sitting at a table, and then Scotty and Rolly come downstairs to join them. So they start talking about the day before where people were picking up with their bare hands. That's so disgusting. And I'm like, Cold Killer did it too with her bare hands. So if y'all want to talk about it's disgusting that Dolly and Summer did it, look to your left. Your friend Cold Killer did it too. And I just noticed too, Cold Killer's eye looks pretty up. Like her eye, oh my god, since the beginning of this season, Cold Killer's been having black eyes the whole season long. Choco Brown's eyes, she couldn't see all season long. Like, oh my god, Tommy said by the time she made it to Africa, everybody had black eyes and everybody had injuries. Like, it's crazy. So Scotty's literally in her confessionals talking about it's so peaceful when it's just us around, but the big three are the problem. Whenever they come into any picture, like drama happens. But like if it's just us, we're just chilling. You see how you just basically low-key admitted that the big three are the stars of the show? Without them, it's boring and it's chill and nothing ever happens. Just saying, this is Baddies. What are you talking about? It's not a fun party show. It's Baddies. Okay, so the scene cuts and we have the stars of the show, the big three, along with Russian Cream and Choco Brown. Choco Brown has this like slick straight weave on that I think looks really beautiful on her. Apparently something might have happened off camera because Big Lex is saying that like she heard Dolly, she thought Dolly was talking on the phone, but when she ran all the way up the hill, she found Tavy and Fauna. They were actually like walking away, like leaving. So an altercation might have happened off camera once again. Big Lex talks about her wig and why she's pissed off and why she's still on that. And let me tell you something, I 100% agree because forget the fact that the wig was $1,200, over a K, which is crazy expensive, y'all. That's literally a plane ticket to Africa. But on top of that, I feel like production kind of played in her face. Like, why did they give her wig to the other car? I don't know, but let's give them the benefit of the doubt and pretend like they didn't do that on purpose. It was by accident. They held her back. She could not go and get her wig. She could not go and get her lick back. She couldn't do nothing. So being held back, you can't do nothing, and just watching people that you don't like with your shit. Yes, I would be pissed off too. So I completely understand Big Lex. She needs to get her look back on everybody that touched her wig, which was mainly Scotty. So the scene cuts and we have Scotty saying bullshit once again. Everything that Scotty says is like some weird twisted version of the truth. She's trying to call Big Lex a hypocrite and saying, you're so mad about your wig, but you literally threw Tavy Baby's wig in the fire. Scotty, let's go back to that episode. Literally, Big Lex did that by accident. It was not on purpose. She literally had Tavy Baby's wig in her hand. She accidentally dropped it into the fire. What did she do? Immediately, she reached her hand and picked it up and took it away from the fire. That was an accident. Scotty, what you did was on purpose, girl. You literally, we saw you. We saw your face. You were literally like, like you were so mad in that moment. So once again, you were trying to equate an apple and an orange. Those are completely different things. Then Rolly is talking about how she saw Amber Rose and Tommy Lee with Natalie Nunn. You know, she has drama with Tommy Lee because in last season, Tommy Lee's crazy ass showed up to the house with a BB. Probably the craziest thing that ever happened on Baddies. Rolly's basically talking about, yeah, as soon as I see her, she better watch out. I do agree with Rolly though, in terms of getting her look back. And don't get me wrong, I love me some Tommy Lee because she's hilarious. But does she take things too far? Yes. And do I understand Rolly wanting to get her look back right now? Yes. They ask Big Lex, is it still up with you and Scotty with the body? And Big Lex says, oh, absolutely. Because Scotty keeps talking too much and she's thinking she's not gonna get touched. And I feel like if you've actually been watching the episodes, if you've actually for real been watching this show from the very beginning, I feel like it's pretty clear that Scotty has been inserting herself a lot in situations and unnecessarily too. And Scotty clearly picked a side. You know, she doesn't like the big three. So everything that Scotty has to say is against the big three. She talks about Dolly, she talks about Summer, she talks about Big Lex, she twists things around, like says things that didn't really happen or like says it in a twisted way. So yeah, I feel like I completely understand Big Lex. Like, yeah, you popping your shit a little bit too much, but then you don't want to step behind it. So don't talk shit then. You know, it's very simple. You don't have to. You're the one that keeps inserting yourself into everything. You don't have to. You can keep your mouth shut. You see, Rolly doesn't do that. But anyways, they're also talking about how this is their final days in Africa. So they're about to be leaving Africa pretty soon. I think they're going to go to the UK, right? Next. But yeah, I just like, damn, that was a fast trip. Like literally. I mean, it is 18 episodes, but literally they were not in Africa for that long. They only went to 2 countries in Africa. There's over 50 countries in Africa. Okay, so the scene cuts, we see some of the girls in this beautiful swimming pool. Like, oh my god, it looks so nice. You have Scotty, Marissa, Tavy Baby, Fauna, DTB, and LCK. Like, LCK, what are you doing over here, girl? She's usually with, you know, the big three and the other gang. So DTB asked Tavy Baby, what's up with you and Big Lex? The delusion came out of Tavy Baby because she was like, Big Lex is just so mad at me because I had her in the bushes and I beat her ass twice. And I was like, who lied and told you that happened? I think Fauna was the one that told you beat her. Girl, take a page out of Cold Killer's book and just admit that you lost. Because talking like this right now is crazy. And it's like I said a million times, it's okay. You don't gotta win every single fight. Tavy Baby's basically saying like, yeah, so it's up, but like not right now though. Like after my birthday, it's up with everybody. And I'm just like, okay. I honestly feel like she's still kind of using that as an excuse because she literally said like in one of the previous episodes, she was just like, I've been fighting so much that I just want to chill. I just want to break. I feel like Tavy Baby is probably just tired of fighting, and I don't blame her because she's been fighting since day one, literally. So the scene cuts and you have the big three and they're kind of watching everybody in the swimming pool. Dolly's gonna say something, oh, what do we have here? All the ops at our pool party. Like, you have to admit that when the big three comes, literally they turn up. Like, yes, this whole pool scene was boring until they came. Dolly has me laughing with some of the stuff she says, and she literally said what I said. She was like, LCK, what are you doing over there, girl? Like, you know, at this point they pretty much have their cliques cemented, so it is kind of weird seeing LCK with them. LCK looks so out of place with them. That's the thing. It didn't even look like they were even communicating with her, like including her in anything. LCK being so messy. Like almost immediately as soon as they came down, she told Big Lex, Tavy Baby said that she wants it after her birthday, and her birthday's tomorrow. So I was like, oh, okay, well, her birthday's tomorrow. Okay, so she just wants one more day. This is okay. Big Lex literally is saying that she is not about to wait until after Tavy Baby's birthday. She's talking about I got a present for her on her birthday. I'm like, ooh, Well, we shall see. Anyways, they start talking about Scotty. Big Lex notices she has a drink in her hand. Big Lex literally like, she's not about to throw that drink on me. She needs to take that drink out of her hand. And Dolly is gonna say Scotty, why you keep running? Why you keep running? Scotty said, running from what? And she came to them with the drink in her hand. And Dolly said, girl, every time you see Big Lex, you turn around and go the other way. And Scotty said, no, I literally walked right past her. Big Lex starts coming at Scotty. And she's like, you are holding that drink as your little safety net because you know I'm not gonna come after you with that drink in your hand. And Scotty's just like, girl, I could put the drink down, but I am not fighting you. Like, I'm not fighting you. And Big Lex is literally calling her out. And Scotty just keeps saying, I'm not fighting, I'm not fighting, I'm not fighting. Big Lex asks her, okay, so when do you want to fight? Scotty says, when I feel like it. Big Lex says, okay, cool. And guess what? I'm gonna fight you when I feel like it. So yeah, Scotty, you talk too much for the past couple of episodes. And honestly, since the very beginning, you've talked way too much to run away now. Inserting yourself way too much. Ripping up Big Lex's wig. Don't act like you're just some innocent victim because you're not, girl. You're not. Dolly checked the shit out of Scotty. Dolly said, you always want to insert yourself in shit. Then when somebody wants to come and check you, you want to hop around the pool talking about, I'm not fighting, I'm not fighting. I feel like Dolly should have been checked Scotty because from the very beginning, Scotty was always anti-Dolly. Like literally, I remember in that whole episode with Dolly versus Ivory, like Scotty was literally snitching on Dolly, talking about, she's downstairs in the kitchen crying. Like Scotty has been on Dolly's literally talking so much about her. So I was kind of happy to see Dolly finally say something to Scotty. Cause girl, but it's funny though because as Dolly was checking Scotty, she's like, first you was right here, and then oh shit, goddamn, looked like she might have slipped or something. They're like, be careful, because they're around the swimming pool and it's wet and it looks like it might be deep water too. A lot of them don't know how to swim. I'm like, oh y'all, come on now, stop making black people look bad. It is 2025. Learn how to swim. It's a survival skill. You never know when you might need it. You never know when you might need to save somebody who fell in the swimming pool. Like, come on, y'all. Big Lex literally calls out that like everybody left the party except for DTB. DTB is literally the only person left in the pool. Everybody else got out when the big three came. Fauna, Marissa, Tavy Baby, all y'all that got up and left immediately. It looks so scary, okay? Just like y'all were trying to say Dolly is scary of Ivory, y'all literally look so scary right now. And then they're gonna talk about I was done anyways. I was done with the swimming pool. Like, no you weren't, girl, shut up. I just kind of disagree with Fauna and the way that she treats the big three. Literally, like, you know, they're just so negative. And like, are we ever gonna be able to have a good time? Like, they always just ruin the energy and all that. And I'm just like, you mean the same way that you ruin the energy in the club when you threw something at Big Lex? You mean like that? Like, don't act like you are just always Miss Innocent and sweet and like you don't start shit, because you do, Fauna. Like, literally from the very beginning, I feel like you started that with Big Lex when you jumped into the fight that Big Lex was trying to break up. But that's a whole different debate. Okay, so Tavy Baby and Big Lex start arguing. They're going back and forth, back and forth. I'm not gonna lie, I could barely hear because the sound of the water is so loud in these microphones. Like, it's like shh. And like I barely could hear them. I guess the whole time Choco Brown was talking, but you could barely hear her between Big Lex and Tay Baby yelling. Choco Brown is literally telling DTB she's done fighting, she's done fighting, she's not gonna fight again. And DTB is like, what do you mean? But the last time I was in the bushes. Like, I guess DTB wants her lick back from when Choco Brown slammed her ass in the bushes. And DTB is like, yeah, but like, how are you gonna be done on the round that I didn't like? Like, yeah, that's how it works. Otherwise, y'all would just keep going and going and going forever. Somebody has to accept defeat, one or the other. DTB literally reminded me of Baddie from Baddies Gone Wild, because that's what Baddie said. She was like, I ain't gonna get beat up on national TV. I want to go again and again and again until I win. Choco Brown is pretty much like, Diamond, I fought you 8 times and that's it. I'm not fighting no more. DTV said, all right, well, if you're not gonna fight me, I'm gonna splash water on you. She boom, splashing the water on Choco Brown. Poor Choco Brown. She's like, no, stop. I'm sick. I'm gonna get sick again. Like, no, that was cold water. DTV, leave the girl alone. She's literally sick and she's literally telling you that she don't want to fight no more. Just leave her alone after this. Oh my gosh. So DTV, once again, you are the instigator. No, I'm just kidding. She didn't instigate this, but they totally got inspired seeing DTV splash Choco Brown. All of a sudden, you see Scotty and Big Lex splashing each other. I'm like, oh, so this is how it started? That is so funny. Of course, it's DTV that inspired them. Oh gosh. So literally they're just kind of doing these little baby splash, to each other. Mind you, it does not show who splashed who first. Literally when the scene changes, you see Big Lex and Scotty, both of them going like this. Little baby splashes to each other. All right, 1, 2, all of a sudden you see Big Lex, boom, 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 like she starts getting up and starts swinging at Scotty. Scotty disappeared into the water. It's like, oh my God, y'all get out of the water. Why do you want to fight in the water? Fighting in the water is crazy. So as Big Lex is swinging on her, they zoomed out and they showed these 2 security guards trying to run over there. Both of them slips. Like, oh my God, y'all trying to run in the swimming pool area is crazy. That's how I know these people have never been around a swimming pool, because why are they running? Literally, that could have been dangerous. Y'all could have busted your heads open. Like that was crazy. Scotty's wig is off. Big Lex's wig is off. Scotty's literally like, walking away from her. It looks like Big Lex got her a couple times in the water, which is crazy. Like, I never thought we were going to see an actual water fight, like swimming pool fight. DTB is literally in the middle of them. No, Lex. Scotty's literally in her confessional is talking about, I thought we were just going to play like a water game. I didn't think that you were going to actually hit me. Like, back up, you Joanna man. Scotty keeps coming for Big Lex. She keeps calling her a man in all these different types of ways. Tomboy, man. She's making fun of her outfits and like saying she can't pull off certain outfits. And I don't know. It's just like, girl, stop acting like you are so much better than Big Lex. Stop it. So Big Lex literally so happy she got Scotty's wig in her hand. They're like, yeah, we got her wig. Like, hey, that's fair game. A wig for a wig. Scotty ripped up Big Lex's wig. I feel like Big Lex needs to rip up Scotty's wig right now. Do it in front of her face too. The same way you had to sit and watch them do it in front of her face and let her cry about it. This is fair game to me. Okay, so Big Lex said, I'm not gonna rip it up. She starts doing the helicopter with her hands. She through that wig, it went all the way like off the side of the cliffs in Kenya. I was like, damn, well, I don't think nobody's gonna be able to retrieve that unless that's still like house property or something. But I was low-key surprised at that throw. I was like, damn, I didn't think it was gonna fly that far. Dolly's gonna talk about some God made your ugly in 1 hour. He took 3 days on me. I'm a woman. I was like, who is she talking about? Was she talking about Scotty? I was so confused because you just see her pointing and I don't know who she's referring to. Scotty's like, stop. You're so in love with me. Oh my God. So Big Lex is walking over there in the water. Ooh. Here comes DTB in the middle. No, Lex, no. I'm like, DTB, when did you become Scotty's bodyguard? Like, what are you doing? Just fall back, girl. It is okay. Scotty's gonna be okay. She's not a little baby. She needs to answer for all that she was talking. You cannot save her. I do agree with DTV though that this is a crazy location to be fighting, because she literally said they're in the deep end of the swimming pool over the ledge. Like literally you can see, trees and like there's like a big drop to the ground. This is looking a little crazy and dangerous to me, but they're letting them fight. And Scotty she's just kind of backing away, like, get away from me, Lex, get away from me. But Lex is steady coming at her. Oh no. Scotty's literally turned around. She's like, back up. Big Lex starts swinging on her. She's hitting her in the back of the head. Boom, boom. I don't really think she could like even hit her that good because she's in the water and like, the water is literally dragging her. So she can't even really get her swings in very well. Scotty turns around, bing, she hits her. Big Lex disappears into the water. Oh my God. That was pretty crazy. And I will give Scotty her credits. Okay. I'm not biased. I will give Scotty her credit. She did eat that punch. Okay. When she turned around, boom, Big Lex fell into the swimming pool. She did. And all of a sudden I see Scotty's in the water. She's trying to do her kick from the water. She's like, like she's trying to do the Scotty kick in the deep end of the water. But yeah, now Big Lex is like, get out of the pool, because Big Lex wants to keep fighting. I think now Big Lex realizes fighting in the swimming pool is dumb. Like, girl, I'm literally the whole time like, why do y'all want to fight in the pool? But I get it, because Scotty, she literally was saying before she's not gonna fight. So Big Lex does this because Scotty will just refuse not to fight her. That's why she has to like literally sneak her or fight her mid swimming pool. But yeah, and Scotty's literally like, I'm not gonna get out. I'm not gonna get out. Like, nope. Like, okay, that's exactly why Big Lex hit you in the swimming pool. Poor security guard too. The whole time he's trying to reach for a Big Lex, he's literally standing like it's like this shower of water just coming down. The poor guy's like trying to reach for Big Lex, just getting rained on. Like, oh my god. And then she gets away from him, goes deeper into the swimming pool. That guy, poor guy's like, he has to jump inside of the pool. I said, damn. That was so funny though. So as they're leaving, Scotty says to Big Lex, you're ugly on the inside and the out. And Big Lex says, I look better than you. Scotty never used to do that before. She never used to talk about people's looks. But I feel like Natalie put in Scotty's head, Big Lex is prettier than you. Big Lex, you know, when she was saying that, you could tell that actually really did affect Scotty. But yeah, Dolly's gonna talk about some attitude. Walk off. Dolly is funny. Okay, so the scene cuts. We have Miss Natalie Nunn arriving at the house. Apparently they're about to have a house meeting, which we all know what that means. Fight time. Okay, you see all the girls coming downstairs. Scotty literally just got done with swimming. Her wig is completely wet. But yeah, Natalie's saying like, hi to all the girls. She's shocked because DTB waves. She's like, oh, I even got away from DTB. DTB's like, yeah. Like, oh, DTB, you have no idea what's in store for you. I think we have a new confessional from DTB. Okay, DTB always eats the confessional looks. Earrings, necklace, and makeup all match. So beautiful. The wig, that like cool toned blue matches with the necklace and the makeup. Beautiful. Can't really see the clothing, but it looks like something black. I'm sure, you know, if we see the whole thing, it's gonna eat. But yeah, DTB brings the looks. I said this a million times. DTB and Dolly, my favorite people to see their confessional looks and their fashion. Like, they really do kill the fashion game. So Natalie literally starts addressing them. I'm so proud of what we did last night and we gave back, but I'm waking up today, I'm hearing a lot of y'all complaining. She calls out Marissa. She's like, Marissa, you were complaining about how you looked, having a black eye. She said, Rolly and Slim blacked my eye and I made a t-shirt and made money off of that. That's how you turn something negative into a positive. So basically, what does that mean? Shut the fuck up and stop complaining and understand that you are on a platform that can literally make you have money off of downfalls, off of getting beat up, off of getting black eyes. Man, oh man, Marissa didn't even really say anything. Natalie's like, what is the problem? Because that irritated my soul. Like, not the fact that she was getting bruises, but it's the fact that she was saying she wants to quit. Like, Marissa said she wants to quit and she was saying other people want to quit too. I believe DTB. And so she asked her like, what is the problem? And Marissa says the problem is the bruises on my face. And when she said it, it honestly sounded like she was gonna start crying, which I did feel a little bit bad for her. I was like, oh no. But like, Natalie's right. She's like, you wanted to come here. You wanted to be a baddie. You know what it is. You know, so I get it. But I also understand Marissa too. Like, she has a right to feel upset over her face. Her wanting to quit is her own prerogative, honestly. If she wants to quit, she can quit. Marissa was saying Tavy Baby wanted to quit as well. Yeah, Tavy Baby checked out real quick. She said, excuse me, what did you tell Natalie? And Marissa's like, I didn't say that you wanted to leave. I just said, like, Marissa talks so quietly and like, so, I don't know. She talks so softly. Marissa is not a baddie in a fighter type of way. She's like a baddie in like a cutesy type of way. You know, I don't know that this show was the best for her. But yeah, she's like, I never said that. And Tay Baby's like, can you tell Natalie that? Like, say it louder so Natalie can hear. And she's like, yeah, I never said that. Tay Baby wanted to quit. And Tay Baby's like, man, I know that this is the name of the game. Like, I got my battles and my scars and my bruises. The only thing I said was I didn't want to fight because of my birthday, but I never said I want to quit. I never said I wanted to leave Africa, period. And I was like, okay, girl, period. Yes. It's just the way she did her speech. Natalie's like, yeah. Okay, all right, got it. You're good. That's how you got to talk to her, Marissa. Because you see, you being all passive and quiet like that, that's why Natalie checked you and talked to you the way that she did. Oh, Tavy Baby's in the confessional with a new confessional look. I actually think this is my favorite confessional look of Tavy Baby. Even though I do not like animal prints. I've said that about a million times. But her hair with the dress matches so well. Her makeup looks cute. I think like the color, hair color and the dress color really complement her skin and it looks good. Natalie continues on. She's like, Marissa said Diamond doesn't want to be here. And Natalie started checking Diamond like, okay, you want to leave? Because you always a fourth quarter that leaves early. I was like, oh. This is what I was looking for last episode. Like, when you let DTB check you and you didn't say nothing, this was the Natalie I was expecting to see. The DTB is so funny because she said, ooh. Clock it? She literally laughing at herself. DTV starts talking. Natalie says, shut the up, I'm talking. But even DTV was like, oh, like low-key, she's kind of impressed. She's like, oh, Natalie's talking to me like that. Yeah, but DTV says, I'm not going nowhere. I was just like, oh, why was Marissa being so messy then? Like, why would Marissa say she wants to leave and Tavy Baby wants to leave and DTB wants to leave? Because literally Tavy Baby and DTB both said, no, we don't want to leave. So, okay, that looks like Marissa lied, right? Because she's standing right there and she's not saying anything. Honestly, I feel like Marissa should be the one to go right now. That's what it's looking like to me. She's the only one not really saying anything, not defending herself, not saying she wants to stay. Like, she's not saying that like the other girls. But Natalie is hard set on, okay, with that being said, it's time to bring in my baddie replacement. It's Amber Rose and her niece, Latina. I'm not gonna lie, this transition was a little bit weird because they transitioned to Amber Rose getting out of the car and then it's like she's in the confessionals. Hi, I'm Amber Rose. I'm like, we saw you at the beginning of the episode. This is weird. Why are you introducing her now? You should have introduced her at the beginning. We already saw her. She said that she's African through her mother's side. Her mother's family is Cape Verdean, so she called herself an African queen. Ooh, I don't know. Honestly, I know nothing about Cape Verde. We gonna look it up real quick. I want to see what do Cape Verdeans look like. A mixed race population, primarily mixed African and European descent with a history of Portuguese colonialism and African slavery. Okay, let's see images of them. Cape Verdeans. Oh, there's some really pretty people. I see some mixed people. I clearly see black people. And I don't see nobody looking like Amber Rose. Yeah, but I guess she said she's only half. So yeah, I do find it weird that she identifies as an African queen when that's only half of herself. What's the other half? Caucasian European queen? I'm just curious. It's okay. I'm a Nubian queen, so I don't care what people identify as. It's kind of funny though, seeing this face calling herself an African queen. It is kind of funny. Then we get introduced to Latina. She says she's from Philly where get silly. I'm not sure that I like this whole the replacement is related to Amber Rose thing. I don't like that. I feel like we should have just brought somebody fresh and brand new a la BGC style. Like, why did you bring somebody that's part of family? And also, DTB already said that she has beef with Amber Rose. So this is really just looking like Amber Rose didn't want to fight DTB, so she brought her niece to fight DTB. Is that not what this looks like? Natalie's like, welcome, some bad bitch. You see Amber Rose and Latina coming through the frame. Natalie's popping her like, yeah, you can go, DTB. London would rather see Amber Rose than DTB. And I'm like, Natalie, now I totally see right through you. Because the only reason you're popping your this hard is because you got other people to come and fight and do your dirty work for you. If it wasn't for the fact that Amber Rose and Latina were in the back waiting for their cue to come on scene, Natalie would not be talking like this to DTB. Because we already seen what happened when it's just Natalie and DTB. We've already seen how that goes down. This was totally a setup for DTB. Totally. But what didn't help was Marissa saying that like DTB wants to go home. Like if Marissa never said that, would this have happened? That's my question. Okay, it shows Scotty in the confessional with her new confessional look. It's supposed to be another animal print. With the amount of animal prints we've seen this season, geez Louise, like y'all did animal print to last for a lifetime. But yes, I like the way that the hair is styled. I think it matches with her dress. You know, I love that little peekaboo of like that light color in her hair matching with the dress. And I love her bracelets. Oh my gosh, the bracelets are really cute. Scotty looks good. Yeah, in all of her confessionals, Scotty looks good. She looks cute. Makeup's good. Outfits are on point. Yeah, and Scotty actually clocked what I said in her confessionals. Scotty said she's happy to see Amber Rose here, but why is Latina here? She's just here to do what Natalie doesn't want to do, basically, which is send DTB home. And I'm like, yes, Scotty, completely agree. Say that to Natalie's face, girl. Why you always popping it in the confessionals? Say that to Natalie's face. That would have been so iconic if Scotty would have said that right then and there in the scene. DTB finally speaks up and DTB was like, yeah, I don't care. I don't like it. Like, I don't like waking up and hearing arguing and fighting. I don't like going to the swimming pool and seeing fighting. And Natalie's like, okay, so you're not a baddie. You're not a baddie then. Like, no, DTB's a baddie. She has proven herself through and through. She's a baddie. But here's Latina Rose. So you want to go home? Because I'm here here to replace you. DTB is like, you can have it, man. You can have it. They just literally start arguing back and forth. DTB literally said, I smacked the shit out of you, Natalie. Like, and Latina is really being Natalie's like super guard right now. She's like, okay, well, slap me right now. Slap me right now. She starts walking up to her. Latina walks up to DTB. She's like, first of all, Latina throws her a drink in DTB's face. Oh, shit. DTB just starts laughing. She said, she takes her purse off. Like, dude, the way DTB laughed at that drink throw and took her purse off was giving psychotic. Like, it was giving Latina, you should probably run away. like she's about to whoop your oh God, oh my God, oh my God. The embarrassment, the embarrassment. How do you talk that much? You come up trying to be Rough Rider, you come up trying to defend Natalie, and you get dropped on your ass that fast. I know Natalie was disappointed watching that fight. She was like, damn girl, what the DTB literally said, ding. And that one hit made her fall down, and then DTB got on top of her. That's crazy. But you know what? It was very satisfying to see, not gonna lie, because like you come in here trying to be on some bully shit, trying to bully DTB, trying to say you're gonna take her place, and she literally showed you ain't taking shit. But anyways, and then we get the previews for the next episode. It cuts off literally mid-fight. So we'll see next episode if Latina can turn that around. But from what we've seen so far, DTB was whooping her ass, okay?